Hello friend, welcome back to Diesel Mercedes channel. The window regulator finally arrived, so let's go together and install it. When handling those regulators, I recommend you always wear gloves, because some of these edges are super sharp. The first step here is to transfer the motor from the old regulator to the new one. To remove the motor, there are three 10mm bolts, and I am able to remove the old regulator from the motor and put it. Pay attention to the location of this plastic spacer. We will have to replace it with new one. Now it's of course a good time to start lubricating everything, so I definitely put a lot of grease everywhere. I will put a lot of grease lubricant on this space. That's where the two surfaces are sliding on top of each other. Make everything easy to slide and to move because it's under the large stress. I will install that new plastic spacer where it was, in the same place. When I install the motor in the new regulator, I don't keep it in lower or upper positions. I put it approximately in the middle. So not here, but approximately here, because the installation is easier then. So the motor nicely fitted inside, and I will start installing these 3 screws. I have tightened everything by hand, and I'm checking if the motor is nicely sitting inside. Everything seems to be great, so I will tighten the whole thing now with the ratchet. I have successfully connected the motor to the regulator, and I'm ready for the installation. The window is still all the way up, secured by the shim, holding it in the upper position. So I'm ready to introduce the regulator into the door. I have lubricated both sides of this teeth element, and I'm entering the motor and the whole regulator inside of the door. Of course here, these 3 bolts is to be facing me. So I'm nicely, carefully getting inside as deep as I can. And that's my first step. When I have my hands free, I will pre-lube this element, because later on I will be holding the window, and it will be good to have 3 hands and not one missing. So as I said, I'm lubing everything as much as possible, because that will make an easier life for that motor, which moves everything up and down. And this is the first time I'm removing this shim here, and I'm starting carefully moving down the window towards to the regulator. You see this area? You can see it because the sun disappeared for a while. I will be heading with this inside. So now it's low. I will again put a lot of grease inside, especially the top parts, because there is the area when the most pressure and most lubricator is needed, and the motor is pushing the window up. Once again, lubricating every single slide which is here in the door. It's crucial, because otherwise the motor is working too hard and wears too quickly, and then you have to replace it. Before I will go any further, I will make sure these wires will go next to the other wires. I forgot to mention that. You have to have them ready here, all the way out. That's it. Perfect. Now comes the sometimes difficult part, introducing this slider into that window element. So as you can see, it's right here, and my goal is nicely, carefully put them together. As I said, it always takes a little bit of wrestling, but look, I'm slowly getting it there. Right? Very good. That's fantastic. And now carefully, again, be careful that you don't break the window. I'm lowering or lifting it, and I start finding these bolts to put them in the holes where they belong. So that's part number 2. I can start with which one? Maybe I can start with the bottom one, maybe. Well, this one will be going there. Oh, okay. So I got this one right now, and I will put immediately just by the hand a little bit to catch the thread, and that's it. I will look behind and look the other 2 bolts, where are they? And I will try to put them in those holes. And I wiggled the window a little bit, always careful. And look, I have them right here. So I'm putting immediately these 2 nuts on those. With the ignition off, I will reconnect the wires, black to black and green to green. And now, using the switch inside of the car, I will very carefully start lowering the window and looking inside. The purpose is to access that front mount, which you can see nicely here, and I'm able to use another 10mm nut and connect the front regulator mount on it. The next step is install this slider. So this is the sliding element, and this is the sliding plastic thing on the regulator. So I put it there nicely, and I'm trying to put those bolts in these 2 holes. Alright, so again, 1 right here, 2, both of them nicely popped out, and I will secure them. These 2 I'm leaving a little bit loose at this moment. So I will go ahead and move the window all the way up. Nice. And I will go ahead and finish tightening these 2. And now I'm ready to carefully lower and raise the window and see if everything's okay, because there might be some other problem in past which broke that regulator. Of course, before I will put the door panel back, I will keep lubricating everything, so hopefully the window runs nicely and effortlessly. I hope you have enjoyed this simple video, and please stay tuned because way more videos are coming your way soon. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.